guys want to see this? I love the way it turned out. Stick around. This is the pattern that I picked from my big purple binder. Now, if you don't know what that series is, real quick, I have a big purple binder full of patterns that I've collected that sit and sit and sit. And I'm not alone in this. You can just lose yourself scrolling through Instagram or Etsy or Ravelry, anything, and just say, oh, I want to make that. Oh, I want to make that. Oh, I want to make that. And then it sits. And then you look at it and you're like, well, I don't really need to make that. And why do I need to make that? And oh, I'm never going to use that. And I can't wear that, or I don't need that. Oh, stop. Just make it. Make it to make it. Make it to learn a new stitch. Make it to grow your crochet abilities. Make it to understand patterns. Make it to relax and have fun. Make it just to say, look what I made. And if you don't know what to do with them and you end up with tons of projects, you could always donate them. You could try and sell them, or they're great to have gifts. Just stick them in a tote, and when you need a gift, go through it. So this is my big purple binder. Now at the end of this video, after I show you what I did make, I will pick a new one randomly. We will have Alexa pick a number from 1 to, I think we're up to 22 patterns. And that's going to determine what I make next. So stick around to the end if you want to see that, because that's the fun part. Okay, so this I was really skeptical about. This was called the Quick and Easy Cape with Cuffs. And at first when I looked at it, I'm like, why is she calling it a cape? I thought this was like a cocoon sweater or cardigan. No, it really is like a cape, just with cuffs. And all you do is sew one little section together. Now here's my progress. I'm going to show you some pictures. It's kind of cool. All you do is sew this. That's it. It's the only joining. And then your little cuffs, you have to join them. But so you have to make 2 of the same shape. And look at these pictures. I started out, and I always, when I have to make 2 of something that's identical, I always do it at the same time, because my tension changes so much. My tension could actually even change just doing it and then 10 minutes later doing the next 10 rows of the next one. So if I do it different days or do all of one and then go back and do another, it never really looks right. So that's why I do it. I also find it more satisfying, because it's like you finish one and then you're like, oh, I gotta make a whole other one. I like doing it like that. So this is my progress. This is how I did it. It got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all you do is seam. Do one seam, take your cuffs and seam them, and then you have this. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or if you even saw my last video, but I did a gauge swatch, which was pretty on, but again, my tension changes. So I think they used a very chunky yarn. They used the, what's it called again? The James C. Brett's Marble Chunky, and that's a very thick yarn. I used to have it. I don't know they're just calling it a chunky, but it's extremely chunky. And so what I did was I did a gauge swatch, and it was close, but I knew I had tons of this cookie yarn. Let me show you a neater version here. Apologize for the lighting. And this, they categorize this, I believe, as a 4. So I held 2 together, and it was pretty close. Now this yarn I've never used, and it's scrumptious. It's really soft. It's 100% acrylic. It's made in India. But this is such a soft acrylic. It doesn't seem like acrylic at all. This is one of those high-end acrylics that you could fake people out, and it could come across as a very high-end yarn. Each cake is 200 grams, 600 meters. And does this have a color? No, it just has a number. It's 46211 is the color number. Okay, so I really, really liked the way this turned out color-wise. Those are my colors. And it just came out a little bit smaller because this is a one size fits most pattern, and it did come out a little smaller. Now I am a larger girl, so you know, I knew it would be smaller on me, but even just looking at it, it's smaller, but that's fine. It's perfectly fine. I actually love it. So let me show you. I ended up using, I'd say probably like almost 3/4 of each, you know, because I held two together. So I do have lots left over. So that was good. And I used a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. Let's dive in and look at this masterpiece here. Alrighty. Okay, so basically it's all double crochet. And so the way you fold it and everything is what makes the collar come out. And then you just tack it down. You know, I just kind of sewed it here. I probably should have tacked it a little bit more. And I'll just show you. This is the increases, and that lays on top of your arm. Now, if you look, it's a cape. See, it's not sewn, but you just put your hands through it. And this is where you join. And it comes to a V in the back. And again, just to show you, it's just a cape, and I'll put it on. But isn't that cool? I really love the design. It's simple, pretty fast. It's, you know, especially if you're using thick yarn, and this, you know, you can make it in all different types of yarns. You just have to keep going. I'm pretty sure it's easy to customize. I wanted to put a white shirt underneath her so you saw it better. But I'll put it on. Look at this lighting. I don't know what's going on. It's just with my iPad. Move on over. Look at this. Guys, remember this hat I made? With that, I'm gonna match, kind of. Okay. So you just put it on like a cape, but capes never stay on, right? Okay. See? Oh, see, I didn't tack this enough. So it seemed longer, but you know, I don't mind it being shorter like this. And my sleeves are a little bit short. That's okay, because I would do this anyway. Isn't that cute? And then the back. So it's shorter, you know, here. It's just, and then lays like a cape in the back. Really, really cute. So I love it, love it, love it. What I would like to say is you can make this in lightweight too if you wanted something. Like this is, I wear these types of things a lot. They're small kimonos. Oh my God, I made the lighting worse. Hang on. Yeah, oh well. Looks like I have a glow. Anyway, so I wear these a lot over things. They're not big. They're shorter in the front and then get longer in the back. Look, I still have my tag on it, and I've been wearing it. That is silly. And I got this a while ago. So that's kind of like, so if you made this in like a light material, it would be like that. You can just put it on over whatever. You can also make your collar bigger if you wanted to. It's just, you're just taking it and folding it back. So you can really, you know, customize that as well. So I really, 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 really liked this one a lot. This was something that was in my book a really long time. Really nice, much better than I thought. All right, so let's pick the next one. I think that's the exciting part. All right, so any of you who have her, oh my God, maybe it's the, I don't know. Alexa, pick a number from 1 to 22.
Here's a number between 1 and 22. It's 9.
Oh, this is really cool. It's a teardrop plant hanger or trinket holder basket. I love making things for the house. I love it. I'm excited that this was picked. Okay, let's see what I need. They used, okay, who did this? Happy Rocks Crafts. Okay, this pattern, if it's still available, will be linked down below because some of these are old, but I will link there if they have a blog or an Etsy shop, whatever they have down below. They used Red Heart Retro Stripes and a 5.5mm crochet hook, and that's it. But they held 2 strands of yarn together. So that will be what I work on this week. All right, so the lesson to this video is try and make what's in your selection. Don't wait until you have to or have a reason to. Of course, this is just my opinion. That's all it is. Everybody has their own thoughts and opinions. I'm just sharing mine. Just make things. Just constantly make things. It makes you happy. You feel good after. You might learn something new. All right, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing great, and I'll see you in my next video.